We're live, and I'm excited to be here with you today on this Friday before the Christmas holiday. And we're taking a little diversion here today on the presentation, and we're going to talk about 5 podcasts you should be listening to. And I'm not going to talk about my own because you may be listening to this on a podcast, and I hope you're enjoying the stuff I try to bring to you every week. But today we're going to talk about 5 podcasts, and each one of these that I'm going to share with you today are podcasts that I listen to and are podcasts that are truly inspirational. And these 5 podcasts, I like to listen to them every week. So I'm giving you some information here, which I hope is going to help you in putting your business together and being even more successful going forward. So that's it. And how do we rate a great podcast? It's just like somebody taught me many years ago. How do you tell, people spend so much time with wine, and I used to be on the road, and I used to do a lot of entertaining when I was in the trade show industry. And people always ask, how do you know it's a good bottle of wine? I got a client, and I just don't know what to pick. And I always tell them very simply this: a good bottle of wine is what you like. A good podcast is what you like when it really comes down to it. You like the person, you like what they're teaching, and what they're teaching is helping you to be even more successful. So let's start with what probably is one of the top podcasts out there today, which is Entrepreneur on Fire. Entrepreneur on Fire with John Lee Demas is just, or JLD as he calls himself, and many of us call him, is just a tremendous educational walk. And it has gotten even better. John did 2,000 episodes in a row, broadcast 2,000 days in a row, where he interviewed people and top-notch people and asked them a series of questions. And there's just so much information there that we were a little disappointed when he was going to a new format, which was some education and just different type and some questions and things like that. But I'm going to tell you, the new stuff is even better than the old stuff because he brings in super people and he just teaches you. So if you're an entrepreneur or you want to be an entrepreneur or you're a business owner and you're looking for some great tips to help your business, John is somebody you should be listening to. So he gets the number, not necessarily the number, these aren't in any order, but he's the first guy we're sharing with today. So I want you to make sure that you're enjoying John's broadcasts every time you can. Now, the second one is a really short podcast that is done by 2 fellows, and there's just so much energy, and they give you a couple minutes of something, and it just makes a huge difference. And that podcast is called Marketing School, and it's done by Neil Patel and Eric Sue. So Marketing School by Neil Patel and Eric Sue. And we're going to try to put all this in the notes for you. So if you missed those links, you can go back and listen again, or you can check the notes. I was going to try to put it on while we were talking, but I'm not going to do that. So Marketing School, you got to check out this podcast because these guys are some of the top people in internet marketing, and the stuff they give you for free, people pay thousands of dollars per hour to get that kind of knowledge that they're sharing out there for free. They also have a lot of free tools, and they come in and every day they will give you a little tip on something, whether it's how better to address your emails, how to get SEO at a reduced cost, what you should be doing if you're doing pay per click, whatever. These guys have tremendous ability to give you information. Now, I'm working with some digital marketing companies right now myself, and I can tell you that this information is worth a lot of information, a lot of time and energy to help you. And if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you're a marketing executive, whatever, you got to listen to this, because this is stuff that's going to fuel you and make you even more effective. So again, Neil Patel and Eric Sue, Marketing School, our second choice for today. And remember, these aren't in any order. I'm just trying to give them to you. Both of these are so jam-packed, and that's, I guess, part of what makes a really good podcast to listen to. So jam-packed with knowledge that sometimes you can get a little overwhelmed because you have so much. And that's one of the things I like about Marketing School. It's usually just a couple things, and it makes you able to do so much more. So, and at this moment, I just take a moment and say, if you're not listening to podcasts, you're missing a tremendous learning opportunity that I want you to take advantage of. So get out there on iTunes, start listening to these. And I know there are literally, probably by now, millions of podcasts out there. And it's like, which one do I listen to? Which one? That's part of the reason we're doing this program today, is to just share that with you and to give you that heads up so you can, if you only have a limited time. Now, I'm going to tell you something else about podcasts. If you're not listening to them, you're missing a great education opportunity. And this is what you should be doing when you're in your car. I want you to, and I know you guys and gals always give me a hard time. I want you to turn that talk radio off. I want you to turn that music off. Your car, as the great Zig Ziglar said a long time ago, is a university. And, since the time of cassette tapes, which Zig started with, to today, where everything's on a podcast or an electronic transmission, the information you can get from books to podcasts to live events, whatever, is just so amazing. I don't want you driving in your car without listening to something. I don't want you walking or running or exercising without listening to something, because this is part of your workday. This is part of what makes you really good at what you do. So get those podcasts in. All right, number 3. Now, number 3 is called online marketing. Online marketing with Amy Porterfield. Amy Porterfield is just tremendous. And this young lady has some unbelievable stuff when it comes to building lists. I think that's one of the areas that she is just magnificent. So if you have an email list and you're struggling with building it, in fact, I just signed up for one of her products a couple weeks ago, and I've been using it because in 2019, I am committed to building a stronger, better, more powerful lists. And Amy has she has a great course there. And if you listen to her podcast, go back a few episodes or just go out to her website. But Amy's great ability is in teaching you stuff in such a easy to learn, simple format. If you are unfamiliar with, like you say, gosh, I'd like to have more people in my list, I just can't get there, you got to get her product. And even if you don't buy the product, I mean, it's not necessary that you buy anything from these guys and gals. It's just listen to her, because the stuff she gives away free is phenomenal to help you in your business. And again, here's another person and another podcast with so much information that at times you feel a little overwhelmed. But if you take a little bit out of there every day, if you are looking at marketing, those 3 podcasts, they're just phenomenal to help you. Now, Amy, she just teaches. If you never did anything on email marketing, or you never did a whole lot of anything, when it came to computers. You could get her course and it would make you successful. And remember, these people are all making huge amounts of money because they have successfully found a niche and they are rocking with that particular niche. So again, that's online marketing. Amy Porterfield, definitely recommended. You know, just to take a break for a minute, we're sponsored by 90 Days to Your Success. It's getting near the end of the year, or you might be listening to this at the beginning of the year. Go out to our website, check out 90 Days to Success. You have got to start working powerfully in 90 days. I was just working with a client the other day. We're finishing up the last 90 days, and he contacted me later in the day and said, we made the number. And this was a great number, and we have a great plan for him for the next 90 days. But I'm telling you, if you're struggling and you haven't been able to put together that last piece, I want you, first of all, I want you to start listening to these podcasts, right? Because that's why we're here. And second of all, then I want you to really think about getting into the 90 Days to Success. It's a low investment, and it just will help you to rock. So I have a couple more here. Let's keep going, and we got two more here. Number 4 on the list for today is, and this guy is another, these people, I'm just so impressed with what they do. The 4th one is The Art of Paid Mulray. The Art of Paid Traffic by Rick Mulray. And again, if you want to do anything with Facebook advertising, Rick is the guy. And again, he has a great course out there that you can get into, but his free stuff, again, every one of these people that I'm presenting with you today, their stuff is worth thousands of dollars per episode if you had to go out and actually pay for this stuff, because they just teach you stuff that you're like mesmerized. Sometimes I listen to these guys, and when I'm done, I'm just like totally mesmerized, because the information that they have given us and shared with us is like, wow, I couldn't even afford to pay for that, right? It's so good. Now, Rick's stuff, he understands the Facebook marketing and Instagram and those tools. He just, and again, tremendous ability, all these people that we talk about, to teach you in simple terms. And when you get done listening to an episode, if you take one thing from that episode and you go out and you start applying it, you're going to be mesmerized and amazed, right? I'm not sharing these with you so you just throw it away. I want you to take at least one of these, and I really prefer that every one of you listen to all 5 of these at least 4 or 5 times, and then come back and say, well, you're not going to say anything. You're going to be hooked, because once you listen to these people a few times, you're just like, that information can help my business to grow. All right, now, the 5th one on the list is relatively new to the podcasting world, but he also happens to be an old friend of mine, and a person who helped me in the speaking business. I bought his speaker course. I bet it's 15 years ago now. And I've been using his stuff to help build my speaking business. And I've also been through his internet marketing course, which I was one of the people who we did the initial run through the course. We took it all, and he just started broadcasting on a podcast, and I didn't listen to him initially because I thought, I've been working with him. I probably know what he's talking about. And now it's like a must listen to. And that podcast is called Screw the Commute. Screw the Commute with Tom Antion. And Tom is just a tremendous teacher. I mean, I've learned more from this guy than a lot of other people out there when it comes to internet marketing, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to speaking. Tom is like one of the grandfathers, I think, of internet marketing. He's been around that base for so long. So that would be the fifth recommendation, which would be Screw the Commute. And Tom's really thing, this is a great, if you're on the edge of not knowing, should I go out there and do this or not? Should I build my own business? This is a great podcast to listen to. And even if you're out there like me and you're already building your business and you're already doing well, this is a great podcast to listen to, because Tom, again, multimillionaire, successful, super teacher. I remember his podcast. And this is how long I've been working with Tom and listening to his material, is that the original course I bought was on VHS tapes. So I date myself, and I think it was 2004 I bought his first product and got into his coaching stuff. And he's just a tremendous teacher. And so, and with the podcast now, he does a 2 series. One a week is his teaching, which is always tremendous. And the second one every week is his interview with some person out there who has done it, or is a student, or somebody he knows. And so highly recommend. So those are the 5 podcasts you have to make part of your weekly process. Spend some time. Remember, anytime you're quiet, whether it's driving in the car, running, walking, exercising, waiting in lines, you should be listening to these guys and gals. And let me just go through them one more time, and so you have them on your list and you can make sure you're listening to them. Number 1 on our list is JLD with Entrepreneurs on Fire. Really top-notch stuff. The second one is Neil Patel and Eric Sue in Marketing School. Quick, easy to learn, simple, and they just throw it out there, and it's amazing stuff. Number 3, of course, Amy Porterfield with Online Marketing. If you're trying to do email marketing, if you're trying to build your lists, if you're looking for something in that area, Amy is tremendous. Number 4, The Art of Paid Traffic with Rick Mulray. Again, Rick is the Facebook person, and he's just tremendous. And then, of course, number 5, my friend Tom Antion with Screw the Commute. So just super internet and entrepreneurial and speaking and all that stuff Tom teaches you. So those are the 5 recommended podcasts I'm going to throw out there for you that you should be listening to right now. What's interesting is I was listening to, and I can't remember who did it. It was Rick, Amy, one of these guys. They did a series on the 5 books or 7 books. I think it was Rick Mulray. 7 books that really had a powerful influence. I said, you know what? Today I might do that too. But then I said, podcasts are even more influential today. So we put this together, and we may still do the books before we're done. So right now, those are the 5 podcasts. Remember, you are only 90 days away from extraordinary. Please get a copy of our 90 Days to Success process. Also, get out on our website if you're not familiar with us yet, coachmanny.com, and get a copy of our free book, 100 Tips for Success. Just stuff that I've collected over the years. We put together in a book, and that's free to you. So thanks for being here. Enjoy your holiday, and I will be back. I may even be back next week. We're not sure whether we're going to do a broadcast next week or not, but hey, we probably will. Hey, Coach Manny saying, have a great day.